Hi everyone, welcome back to Pia Majumdar's home kitchen. Today I'm going to do a very simple dish which you can use with any vegetable. I'm going to make a simple the baby or mutton, goat or lamb that you have. I have a pound or 2.2 pounds or a kg. And I've marinated it with a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. Now in this recipe I've used a can of beets, but you can use anything else that you have. And here is my meat, which is marinated with a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste and salt. Now this was the juice that was left from the beet, and I've added my spice mixture in this. The spice mixture has a teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of coriander powder, teaspoon of cumin powder, teaspoon of garam masala. I haven't added red chili flakes. Here are some small baby button onions that have been diced and sliced. So I'm going to make this in the form of like a karhai. Here is my non-stick wok or karhai. So this would be made in like with bell pepper and onions, and it would be like a karhai. So these are my onions, small cubed, with bell peppers. I have 2 to 3 bay leaves, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 or 2 Laung, and just 1 cardamom pod. Of course, salt to taste. For this much of meat, at least a tablespoon full. 2 to 3 dried red chilies are there, and even some chopped ginger and garlic is there. About 5 to 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. This is organic and healthy, and this already has about like 2 cups water. So I'm going to add 4. So 4 plus 2, about 6 cups total. So as I'm cooking in this non-stick wok, it's very easy to saute all my veggies. And I'm going to just remove half the onions from here and just saute it for 2 more minutes. In the meantime, what I did was, I have to my 4 cups of water, I've added about 2 packets, or you can add 1 packet also of the beef broth. So the beef broth is a little salty, or you can add any broth of your choice, but I'm adding some beef broth in this. The onions have nearly done sauteing. The heat has to be on high. And then I'm just going to remove at this point half of my bell pepper and onion mixture, and the other half of my onions will cook in this. I'm going to add my bay leaves, about 2, not more than that, cinnamon stick, cardamom, 1 or 2 Laung, and 1 or 2 chilies, because I'm making this like a karhai. And just saute everything on high heat. I'm going to add my mixture. I'm also going to add a little bit of chopped ginger and garlic that I have on hand. I'm just let everything come together. To this I'm going to add the juice of my beet, little at a time. Give it a good stir because I like my food well cooked. And at the same time, I want my meat to cook for quite some time in this mixture. So I'm going to add it in this. And you can check if you need any other seasoning at this point of time. On high flame, we can just keep sauteing this in this wok. It already smells wonderful. So it's been about 5 minutes. Most of my water has evaporated. I'm stir frying this meat. It already looks wonderful in here, and the gravy or the juice from the beets that I had, I'm just going to keep stirring, and on high flame add 2 spoons at a time and saute this. I like my food well prepared. Traditional Indian food is very exotic in its flavor because the spices are blended in very well with the meat or whatever we have. But meat is something that requires detailed cooking. So I'm going to repeat this process for 10-15 minutes and then add my gravy, 4 to 6 cups water, and then cover it with a tight seal lid. Here I have an analon wok. So what happens with such types of wok is that it keeps the food gets prepared faster with the steam. So that's what I'm going to do. After about 10-15 minutes, I added all my the gravy from my beets, and look at this color. It looks nice, red and gorgeous as the water is evaporated and the meat is cooking in the oil. So here is my analon wok. It's a very good wok because it's compressing all the heat, and we can see the meat. The texture of the meat looks gorgeous with the beef stock. So the meat has been boiling for half an hour, and right at the end I have added the beets chopped very fine. The color has turned like a deep red. It looks wonderful in here. I had sauteed some bell peppers, which I'm going to add at this point of time. And some green chilies and onions right at the end, like a garnish. Wow, that looks amazing. And you can taste your salt The sauteed bell peppers and onions can be added right at the end for some color as well. And a sprinkle of the garam masala powder. The garam masala is a very popular spice just for a garnish and flavor, and it fills the entire room with aroma. And this is very easy recipe, this kadhai or wok recipe. So do post your suggestions and comments at YouTube at Choreography Pia, and watch out for more such videos. You can see how the texture of the meat is thickening and looking gorgeous.